Okay guys, this is the GoBike 16-inch electric balance bike, and my son Jackson has had just about every electric balance bike you can imagine. He's had Stasics, he's had Shercos, he's had Beaters, he's had YCFs, he's had Kawasaki electrodes. There's not many he hasn't ridden, so we're quite well versed in balance bikes, the benefit of being on this job. He's now 6, he started riding them at the age of 2. This one popped up on our radar mainly because of the spec of it. I was kind of looking at the specs and thinking, like, this can't be, a standard 16-inch electric balance bike, because it comes with stuff you expect to see on a dirt bike. I'm going to run you through what it has. We'll kind of walk around and have a look at it, but I'll go as far as to say this is probably the highest spec electric balance bike or electric bike that I've seen and that we've ever tested. I'll explain to you why in a second, and for that reason it is arguably the best electric balance bike we have ridden. The others are all excellent. This one's a little bit more expensive. It's $13.99 compared to some of the other similar shaped electric balance bikes that come in around $1,000. But with that, you get a whole bunch of extra higher end features. So let's just run through them quickly. I'm going to start from the front. Obviously, the obvious one is a disc front brake. Now, every electric balance bike we have tested to date in the 16-inch range does not come with a front brake, period, let alone a disc brake. So we think that's pretty cool. Disc brake is, kind of one of those things that is helpful because it's got more grab, and having a front one is excellent. You'll notice too, spoked rims. We haven't had an electric balance bike with spoked rims. Everything we've had's had the weird plastic kind of alloy looking rim, I guess you'd say. So spoked rims, huge, makes a big difference to the way the bike handles bumps and that kind of thing as well. Also makes it look like a real dirt bike. Coming a little further up, telescopic fork. Now, we've tested plenty of electric balance bikes with suspension in the fork, but we think this one is the best. It has compression on this side. You can see the red anodized cap. That allows you to change how hard and how soft the fork is. I have my daughter who's 4. She's also riding the bike, so we can kind of change up the suspension. So front end is the best front end we've seen. You're going to come up here, these grips, they are soft and they are probably the best grips that we've seen. Some of the grips we've seen have been plastic, they've fallen apart, they haven't lasted. These ones look to be the best. Now, if I come across to brakes, this is your hydraulic brakes. You've got hydraulic brakes front and rear. Now, most brakes we have mechanical brakes, so it's a cable and might have a disc, but it's just a cable, it's not hydraulic. The benefit of these hydraulic brakes is that they're so much lighter for the kids to pull on. Both my kids, my 4 and my 6-year-old, can grab them and skid. They can do little endos when they're doing stoppies. They could not do that with the disc brakes. Even coming down to this little thing that holds your cables together, this little, almost like a shrink wrap, is the best shrink wrap we've seen. We've had other ones where they've kind of peeled apart and then the cables kind of end up everywhere. So yeah, impressed by that. Coming up here to the little screen that kind of houses, I'm going to turn it on for you, everything that's on here. It's the best screen we've seen. It's got a better battery, it's got display, it's got the kilometres that it's kind of done. You can see we've done 60 kilometres already on this bike. We've only had a little bit. And you can see the mid, that's the power mode it's in. My daughter's riding at the moment. It has the fast, the mid and the slow mode. So it's kind of obvious rather than having to listen to beeps on other bikes. You've got to work out what it is, or colours, orange, green and red. This is pretty straightforward, so it's also the best screen. Coming down here, where the handlebar connects, this is really well built. It's a solid, kind of like, almost like a, I don't know, like a matte finish, what you'd call it, but yeah, this little steering stem feels the most solid. There's kind of like no movement whatsoever, and like I said, we've done 60 Ks on this thing already. Going to move a little bit further back. Seat, softest seat we've had, but also that little matte finish feels tougher than the shiny seats. It also comes telescopic, so you can move it. Now, I have fitted these things. You can buy them off Amazon for like $5. I've fitted these to all the electric balance bikes we've had as my kids get older, just to make it easier to lift it up and down. Also, because they like doing hard enduro, which means they want to get their feet on the ground, so we're going to lower it when we do a hard section, and I can lift it up when they're kind of cruising along a footpath. I'm going to come a little bit further back. Big one for this is the hub drive. The only other electric balance bike we've ridden with a hub drive is the Kawasaki electrode. That's an excellent bike, super reliable, and I do like that these are so much quieter than the chain drive electric balance bikes, so there's less chance of scaring people when you're coming up to them on the footpath. I'd probably say the only downside is we noticed that Jackson, when he likes to do some of his tricky, what he calls his hard enduro courses, he likes chain drive because you get a better kind of movement when you are driving from the middle of the bike with a chain. It's really neither here nor there. Most kids are going to use these at skate parks, they're going to use them in the park, and for that reason, that is an excellent option. We did actually notice too when Jackson was at a skate park that the rear end is heavier because it has the hub, and because it has the hub, he noticed he was just jumping front end high. If you come right around here now too, I'll just spin the bike around, you'll notice that it's got a disc brake on the rear as well. So disc brakes front and rear, pretty impressive piece of kit. Again, spoke rims as well for the rear too. So guys, that is the GoBike. It runs the standard kind of drill battery on the front. The only gripe we've had with this so far is getting it on and off can sometimes be a little bit tricky. Apart from that, it's fine. Yeah, that's the GoBike, the 16-inch GoBike. It is phenomenal. We've never had one with this high spec. Like I said, disc brakes front and rear, a fork that has adjustment, the grips are softer, hydraulic operation up here. The little screen is far better than anything we've tested. It comes at a little bit more expensive than some of the other 16-inch electric balance bikes, but you can see where the money is going. And most of these things they've done, we have made to our balance bikes we've got in it. We've gotten hydraulic brakes and stuck them on there. We've had to purchase them aftermarket. So we're going to do some testing on this. We're going to come back to you guys in a month or so once we've managed to put loads of kilometers on it. My kids put 300 or 400 hours on their electric balance bikes. They ride them to school every single day. They ride all the weekends. They are obsessed with these things. So we've managed to get lots of kilometers pretty much out of all of ours. Some of the other bikes we've had, the Beater in particular, has been bulletproof. It has been excellent. So it's got a lot to try and live up to, this machine. That Beater's got over 500 hours. It's done both my kids for 3 straight years. So yeah, stay tuned. We're going to do more testing and we'll let you know how it goes in a couple of months.